to Amigas.
That's the intro right there. What are you talking about?
Welcome to the Amigas Down Under podcast. As we're three amigos talking about our stories growing up in Australia. I'm joined here with my co-hosts, Adrian and Seb. How you going?
G'day, gentlemen.
Good.
How we doing, Dougie?
Yeah, I'm good.
Age,
Ready.
how you going?
Yeah, not bad, mate.
So today we've got a special episode. It's May,
Yes,
and we're going to be celebrating Mother's Day this month.
that's right.
Obviously. So we've got a special round of interviews.
Correct, we do. We're doing
Amigas Down Under.
Yeah, there we
Amigas Down Under month.
go. Yeah,
That's what
I was going to say ladies' night.
of course you were. Of course you were.
Going to have a number of our amigas interviewed in this month. So
Yeah, so if they're not funny, don't
Yeah.
blame us.
Yeah.
It's just for May.
You only have to put up with it for a month.
Wow.
Oh, whose voice was that?
Oh.
Who was that?
So our first guest for the Amigas Down Under series is my wife, Carmen.
Yay.
How are you, Carmen?
Good.
Welcome, Carmen.
So just so everyone knows, she doesn't like it when I call her Carmen.
I know, it's so weird.
Well, what is okay? Well, his introduction would be, and I'm just my wife, Babe,
Yeah, that's it.
and then we'll just call you Babe the whole time. Everyone will think her name's Babe.
No, it's just weird though, because you're here for so long, and then all of a sudden he's like Carmen. I'm like, no, stop calling me that.
This is a very formal setting.
Yeah,
We
yes,
have
it
to
is.
act accordingly.
Yeah, I have to pretend I
Professional.
don't know you.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah, Babe.
All right. So if people want to get in contact with us, what can they do, Adrian?
Amigas Down Under podcast Instagram. Give us a like, listen, follow. Send us any message, questions you may have, anything you want us to cover in the show. Just get amongst it.
Yeah, definitely.
Sweet. Well, as always, we've got to start
Oh,
with
yeah.
a drink, but
That's
unfortunately, Carmen doesn't drink, so she'll be having
No, what a letdown.
she'll have a bottle of water, and
Yeah.
we'll crack ourselves
All
our
right,
drinks.
Hang on. Oh, that's good. And we're enjoying them in our. There will be some photos on the Insta page. Our official Amigos Down Under stubby holders that Mr. Doug surprised us with. Thank you, Mr. Doug. We appreciate that.
Yeah, it looks all right.
Yeah, it looks pretty good.
Yeah, it's not bad. Not bad at all.
Gonna throw out a bit of a competition as well. We've also got some calendars up for grabs.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
We're gonna say a secret code word
Yeah,
in this episode.
Code word.
yeah.
If you message us, first person to message us with the secret code word, we'll send it out to you.
Yeah. But you got to like money order so we can mail it to. So, standard ship in Australia was about $9.95. So just money order $10 to us and we'll send it out to you.
Yeah. We're starting up. We're just starting up.
Come on, guys.
All right. So it's been a while since our last recording. We've had Easter come and go.
Mm.
Has anybody had a busy Easter?
Pretty
Nothing
low
much?
key. Low key.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, Seb, you actually went away, didn't you?
Yeah, I went away. I went up the coast. I'm not going to plug the place because they're busy enough, and I don't want people to keep taking my holiday spot. But I am going to plug once again Enrico's Deli. We had some paninis there, and we bought cold meats and jams, and amazing. Carmen, you've had it, haven't you?
Yeah,
the
it
paninis
was
there.
really good. And it's really hard to please my kids as well, and they loved it.
Yeah?
So, highly recommend.
Such a good place. So there, and again, Ken's Humble Pie Shop on the way back.
Oh, yeah. You
Oh,
did
no,
go.
you know what?
man.
They stitched me up when I was there.
Yeah.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
It was Easter Saturday.
Yeah.
Saturday? Sunday? I can't remember.
Easter Sunday. Oh.
They just merge into one.
yeah.
Went there, the two pies I wanted, sold out. Didn't have it.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Actually, there was a
Spewing.
lot of that on the Monday. We were there about midday, and they already sold it. They were making more, but they're like, you got to wait like 40 minutes.
Must be like you like the popular ones, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had the
The Thai green curry on
Oh, yeah,
again.
yeah.
I had
and,
that.
and pepper steak.
The Thai green curry, I had it. It's phenomenal, man.
Fucking good.
Oh, phenomenal.
All right. So, Carmen, please. I want to know how. Well, I know how I know you. But all right, boys. How do you guys know Carmen?
Oh,
How did
I
you?
can't
Do
remember.
you remember when you met? Well, I think it's probably.
I
the
met
same
you
time.
first, didn't I?
yeah.
I don't know who I met first.
No, I think we met Adrian, like all at the same time. Oh, I don't know. That's
Was
my
it like a
memory.
party?
Yeah, it was at
You,
Seb's house.
yeah,
Oh.
you met them at my place,
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
right. Yeah, it was the. Yeah,
but where
I
we
think-
met, where I met you was at He Shall Not Be Named wedding, and
I
Lids at because
yeah.
you guys went to
the hen.
The hens.
Yeah,
Joss's
yeah.
hens.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she'd been told about, oh, she's the best, blah, blah, blah. And then,
No, because that night we were supposed to all go, and me and Sarah were like really paranoid because we're like, we don't know these girls, whatever. And we got lost, as we do, because I get lost everywhere. And it took us forever just to get to the hotel. So we're already like all nervous. We're already like, oh my gosh, we know no one. Then we get there and then we start like, partying, whatever. We went out, went to dinner and all that stuff. And you could tell Renee and Lydia were also really like, nervous as well. And then we just started chatting and then straight away hit it off. It was the best.
All right, so let's go to the formalities.
Carmen, were you born in Australia?
No, I was born in El
Get out.
Salvador. So I came when I was 4 and didn't speak English or anything. Pretty sure I went to preschool. Can't remember. But pretty sure I went to preschool and then went to a primary school, public primary school.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember thinking everyone was weird. I thought that because they were speaking English and I couldn't speak English. So to me, they were like really weird. And but we came, my brother was a bit older, but we left because like of all the crap that was happening in El Salvador.
yeah.
And my parents were worried that, they were going to take my brother because that's what they used to do. They used to just take, kids from walking down the street and stuff like that.
That was the Civil War, was that right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the guerrilleros versus the government.
Yeah.
And it would be the government that took the kids, is that right? Or was it both sides?
No.
The army.
That's what I mean, the army/government.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Take the young kids.
And train them and stuff.
Yeah, from a real young age too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
From, I think,
You had to be 11, didn't you?
Stories,
Yeah.
10, 11 years old. I think.
Yeah. So they were
far out.
paranoid about that. And when they had the application where you can come, or apply to go somewhere, we were supposed to go to Canada. And then my brother, I can't remember who got the measles first, one of them, my brother or sister, and then they had to delay it. And then once they were better, then we couldn't go to Canada anymore and we came to Australia.
Yeah.
All right, so your background is Salvadorian.
Yeah.
How many brothers and sisters you had? You mentioned you had brothers and sisters, so how many do you have?
So I got older brother, older sister, me, and then my younger sister.
So you're third.
I'm the third one, yeah.
3 out of 4. Is that right?
Yeah.
So third youngest.
Yeah.
So second youngest.
No, you're second youngest.
What the fuck?
I
You get too much into
Far out. I haven't even had a full. You know what? Look, in my defense, all I've had to eat today was ham cheese cracker. You know those 3-packs, the ham cheese cracker packs that you buy.
Yep.
I literally have only had that about an hour and a half ago, and I've punched almost a whole beer. So back off.
Fair enough.
That's weak talk over there.
Okay, sorry.
All right, so you got older brother, older sister, and then you have a younger sister, all right?
So third youngest. I don't know, man.
Have you ever been back to El Salvador?
Yeah, actually, with Doug.
No.
And who's Doug?
We've heard that story already.
Yeah, have you?
Well, we heard Doug's side.
No,
we haven't
no.
heard Carmen's side
Yeah,
yet.
you know why they invited me? Because if I didn't go, he wasn't going to go. They're like, let's take her with us. That's the story.
Look at that, yeah, see?
That's the story I get told by his parents. And
Yeah.
they're like, yeah, if he
Yes.
stayed, he
Oh,
would.
They
he
say
was
that,
in
but then
love.
it was ask me anything. They just said we're going to Salvador,
Yeah. Nah,
and then just go, "Oh, where are you still coming? Come." Okay.
yeah.
Wow.
That's love. That's love.
I know, right?
So did you have to save up for your own ticket, Carmen?
No, they paid for me.
No way.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That
Yeah.
was unreal, Salvo. What the fuck? I'll show you a ticket. Yeah, right.
I was going to say.
No, they paid for
They're
me.
pretty giving, Salvas, but more like, here have a pupusa, not here have a plane ticket.
Yeah.
Back to a war-torn
Yeah,
country
Yeah.
where you
Very
might not come from.
generous.
How was it? How was it?
It was good.
Yeah.
It was good because my memories from back then were very vague. But I remember a few stuff, but
Yeah.
not heap.
Or have you only been back once?
Only once. Yeah.
And how old were you when you went?
I don't know, 19, 20, I think.
Oh, good age.
2003, I think we went back.
Yeah.
I think you were
Perfect.
going to be 20. Yeah. No, it was good. It was interesting. You have a lot of family over there?
Yeah, my whole family pretty much is there. But it was really eye-opener, hey, because you hear all these stories. And the stories you hear, you're like, oh, yeah, nah, there's no way. It's a different world, hey.
Yeah.
But then when you go, you're like, oh, crap, that's actually happening.
What, like when you say eye opener, what was the main thing that stood out?
I think the way people live, compared to how we live here. Because, we went to visit families from, both sides that were, like very poor, and then some that were living in like gated communities. So like completely.
Okay.
And then you got your in between, but even your in between, you're like my granddad's house, for example, he had to borrow the water from the neighbors. So like they literally had a hose coming down from the top of the neighbor's house, coming down, and every time he needed to use it, like he would just bang on the wall and be like, "Can we borrow?" And then I don't know what they do. They used to switch it, and then we used to use that same water to use the washing machine.
Yeah, right.
And then so every time I wash my clothes, I felt bad because it never washed it properly.
Yeah.
It always left the powder or like the detergent on it. So I had to then go by hand and wash it again. So yeah, very different. Even like the simple stuff like having Coke or having actual milk. Like they were like, "Oh, Carmen's here. We're going to go get real milk. We're going to get like a Coke." Yeah, because they had powdered stuff. So, and they wouldn't use the Coke or have Coke. They'll have the bottle spare so they can go refill it. But on special occasions, it's not like here. Like,
But that shows you too, like poor country, obviously struggling to get by, and then still family come and they go all out to try and make you feel welcome. That's brilliant.
And like the different stories about like how, like the dangers of it too as well. Because I remember I was leaving Doug's family's house. My uncle picked me up, and we're driving at night, and he just kept like zooming through all the traffic lights. And I was getting scared. I was like, "No, you can't do that. Like, we don't do that. Like, what the heck? You know, what's he doing?" I'm like, follow the rules. Like, getting all like, "Oh my gosh, this is scary. We're going to crash." And then like he saw that I got anxious. So then he stopped at a traffic light at night, and the street was like dead as. And then some guy came and like pretended to wipe his windscreen. And I was like, and he just literally just went like really rubbish, right? And the cloth was dirty. He didn't even wash it, nothing, right? Anyway, and then my uncle comes and gives him money, and then we go. And I'm like, "Why did you pay him? He didn't even clean it properly. Like, you know, he doesn't deserve the money." Because obviously my mentality is like,
yeah, do your job.
Yeah.
Do the job we just paid you $50 for.
And then my uncle goes, it didn't really say anything until we got back.
Yeah.
He goes, if I didn't pay him, he would have grabbed what he had on his hand, done something to me, and then taken you. And then we probably wouldn't have seen you. And I was like, what the heck? And then so many other stuff. Remember when we were on a bus with your auntie as well?
Oh, yeah. My auntie lives in an area called Soyapango in El Salvador. And it's a pretty bad area.
Yeah.
Very dangerous. A lot of gang there. So we were on the bus. It was just, I can't remember how we were sitting, but anyway, I was sitting next to my auntie. And then we stopped at a bus stop, obviously. And I looked outside and I saw a bunch of people at the front of the bus outside. And, you know, I didn't pay attention to it or whatever. And then my auntie was talking to my auntie and everything. Then she goes to me, "Hey, just relax and put your watch in your pocket right now." I'm like, "Okay, yep, no worries, done." Not even going to question it, just done. And I saw a guy talking to the bus driver, and then they got off, and then we drove off. And then my auntie goes to me, and she goes, "Look, we're in a bad area. It's run by the gangs. If that bus driver didn't give that person money, everyone he was with, they would have come on the bus and just robbed everyone that was on here. The bus driver was paying a fee to get into this area and move through, and then continue on." But if that happened, I was like, "What the heck?" One of the gang members that jumped on, and did all that
just to get some of that money.
Yeah,
that's nice.
It's like an entry fee, and then for us, we would have had to pay an entry fee as well. So who knows what would have happened at that point in time? But yeah, it was like a lot of close calls, a lot of different things that we saw over there. It was a very, very interesting experience, eh? It's like, I think,
Very different.
Do you remember what was the first thing we saw on TV?
Oh, there was so at one point it's like every day or every week there was reports of people dying or getting murdered and stuff. And there was one report where we were watching the news and they had the footage there. And you know, usually they cover like the bodies. They don't do that in El Salvador.
Oh, they don't blur it out or anything.
No, because
there's no censorship.
How are they going to blur it? How are they going to do it?
Like they
don't have that tech.
No.
Yeah.
They got some guy looking at his fingers.
Ten look.
Yeah, like gets that cellophane paper and just holds it up.
Interesting experiences.
So that's crazy, eh? Like,
Yeah.
I think
it
there
was fake. Hey, we thought it was fake.
Also, I think there was we saw in the newspaper saying the jail they're separated between the two gangs. You know, 18th Street and then MS13.
Yeah.
And I think was it that somebody smuggled in a grenade into the prison, and they
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Not cigarettes.
yeah, and they blew a hole in the wall, literally that was in between, like between the two different factions, right?
To fight.
To have a all out brawl, and like that lasted. I think it was like 3 days, 4 days.
Oh,
Yeah.
Well, how? Like, they're overcrowded.
Yeah, they're overcrowded.
They're overcrowded like you would believe.
Back then, it's different now, but back then, they said what I've been told was the way it was set out is that once they're in there,
they run themselves.
The guards are only there to stop them from coming out.
Yeah.
Whatever happens in there,
I saw that.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, I actually saw a docu on that, and they said, so they throw them in there, and that's it. The prison governs itself. They literally just patrol the outside.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Yeah,
nothing else.
Nothing like
Did you see that it was on Channel 9 the other day, like a few weeks ago?
What was it?
The prison in El Salvador, because it's overcrowded.
Oh,
Because of the way they muster them up or whatever.
Yeah.
They get them on their knees with their hands behind their back.
Yeah.
They have like no clothes on or whatever.
Yeah.
And then that footage got released, and then now I think human rights activists are like full guy
Yeah,
crazy
they're jumping
saying,
up
like,
and down. Yeah.
But like you have a picture of 100,000 men just on the floor in a little hall.
They show, and the president came out, and the people support the president.
Yeah.
Majority of the people.
Yeah.
He come out and said, these are murderers, rapists, scum of the earth. If you've got an issue with them, I'll happily hand them over to you.
I think as well, he said that he goes, we've had all these issues. Now we're trying to clean it up.
Yeah, and it's better.
And he's like,
Salvador's a lot better now.
Where was human rights when
Thank you.
they were running all these problems, killing all these people?
When people were getting
Homicide was
murdered,
high.
women were getting raped, children were getting raped and murdered. Where was the activists then? Nowhere to be seen, of course not.
Yeah, I think so. Like for now, like I think things are so much better, especially with safe on my side. My mum was telling me that I think my cousin, he hadn't seen my uncle for we're talking about years. I think years because he couldn't leave that area because of the gangs.
Yeah.
So he hadn't seen his dad for years because of that.
Innocent people were literally in their own jail, in their own little suburbs.
Yeah. So it was. We've had so many things, so many stories, so many incidents in my family as well. That's
what are they?
pretty
What would you
bad.
call people like that? Your favorite word?
Gronks.
Yeah, buddy.
Thai green curry gronks.
Hey! Ding, ding, ding. That calls for a celebration.
Why not? Let's crack another one.
You don't need another water, do you, Carmen? You're all good?
I'm good.
Okay, no worries. All
sweet.
good. All right, so we've talked about being back in your home country and all that stuff and things that stood out and some pretty crazy insights. I love it. What I want to bring you to now is, what's your first memory in Australia? Like landing in the airport or, going into, I'm assuming were you in the villa,
Hostel?
the hostels?
Yeah. Well, we came during a public holiday, so it was really quiet. And my parents were like, "Oh, this country's so quiet. Like no one's around, no one works, nothing." I think it was Australia Day.
Go
Yeah.
to the pub.
I think it was Australia Day. Was it? Do you remember we had this conversation?
It was like the Queen's birthday.
The Queen's birthday. That's
yeah.
it. Everything was closed though, and when we arrived, they're like, "What is going on in this country? There's no one here." Like,
And you guys would have been freaking cold then too, because it's June and compared to coming from El Salvador.
So that was one that I remember that vaguely. And then I also remember being at the hostel, and I remember the smells. It's really weird though, because I smell like cereals. You know how you have like cornflakes and stuff like that. When you smell that now, like that reminds me instantly of the hostel. Or eggs when
That's
they make
mad.
the egg. You know they'd make like the fake eggs. They used to, like, you know how you get the fake eggs. What is, you like that, babe? There's fake eggs.
Egg.
Like it.
I
Oh.
think it's powder or something. I don't know what it is, but
Egg wash. What?
no, you make it's like
This is the cover we love. She's finally coming out. Please tell us more about these fake eggs.
they're fake eggs.
Eggs that I
They're
don't
not
like.
actually real eggs, and then people eat them.
Oh God, I
I
love
think
Carmen.
it's a powder or something. I don't know. You mix it with something, and you're like, oh, it's so delicious, but it's not. It's like, you can tell the fake.
I have no idea what you're talking about, mate. Sorry.
Anyway, the smell of that reminds me.
Fake eggs.
Fake.
It's
Fake
powder or something. I think it's you mix it with milk or something, and they microwave it or something, and then it comes. I think the hospitals use that. Okay,
Sorry. How is that?
it's like the fake potatoes you like as well.
Oh yeah, instant mash.
Instant mash.
Yeah,
okay.
it's like
okay.
that.
So,
I think they got
So
something like
instant eggs.
Instant eggs.
Surely not.
I know you can buy egg white powder and you can mix it.
Is that what you're talking
do.
about?
I don't know. But it's like fake.
Scrambled egg mix, egg
Maybe.
protein.
Are you kidding me?
There's
It's an
probably-
actual
I'm
thing,
sure it
right?
is.
That is lazy, man. Just go buy some eggs, crack them
Well,
open.
at
egg.
restaurants, they use egg white powder like to make egg whites.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's more expensive to crack so many
It's a
eggs.
thing,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
It
I
is
just
a
love
thing.
Carmen's explanation.
Australia whole egg powder.
Yeah.
Okay,
See?
yeah.
It is a thing.
Vegan easy egg for cooking.
Ah.
I don't
I
know.
don't know.
But it's that smell. You
Yeah.
can tell it's fake. And when you eat it, it's like, oh, this is an egg. And the same
Okay,
thing
yeah.
with potatoes as well.
From Woolies, powdered whole eggs.
Oh, what? That is
Okay.
disgusting.
Yeah. So
Yuck.
Okay, you want to try it?
Yeah,
Alright,
alright.
next
Oh,
episode.
100%.
Yeah, let's do it.
Give it a go.
Alright, done.
and the fake potatoes that you like those fake potatoes.
I don't mind some instant mashes. They're not too bad. I can't bother, but anyway.
She's such a wog, eh? The fake potatoes. He's said it 3 times. Instant mash. She's like, yeah, the fake potatoes.
They're gonna rebrand now.
Yeah.
Rebrand.
Yeah.
Fake
Yeah,
eggs.
fake eggs.
potatoes.
Yeah, it's a fake food.
Yeah, and then like
Reminds me of
Coke no sugar, fake Coke.
Fake Coke.
So yeah, that kind of stuff reminds me of the hostel. So like even now, if I smell that, I'm like, oh, straight away, instantly, like being at the hostel, going out and play, like in the play equipment they all had there, and yeah, that is what I remember my earliest memories.
What about school?
School, we moved a lot, so we went to I went to 3 different primary schools, and then 2 different high schools. And one of them was a public school, but I felt really out of place there. I don't remember exactly, but like I said, they were all weird to me because they spoke English and I didn't. But I remember just Aussie. I don't remember anyone like me. And then because I went to Catholic schools after that for the rest of my schooling. But I did have a few friends that were multicultural, but not really. Majority were like Aussie, but like not, I don't know. It was different. I didn't feel out of place, but I didn't feel like I had many people that were like me.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. So it was different.
You went to, was it Karama? Karama was your public school?
No,
Villawood?
Villawood.
Yeah, that's the one that Juanito said he went to, that Villawood one. Killer Monster. What's
Killer Burger.
Killer Burger.
Killer Monster.
Yeah, fuck, I don't know what the fuck it is.
It's calamansi.
Yeah, Calamansi. Yeah, oh, is that the Filipino?
Yeah, it's
Calamansi.
some sort of calamansi. Yeah, Mr. Julius. Shout out Jules. Not that he listens, but
Yeah.
shout out to his missus. She listens.
No, so you went to a few schools.
Yeah.
Tell us the story about the time where you were at Centuries, and
Ooh.
you
Dougie's bringing up the past.
Yeah.
you were by yourself for a lot of it.
Remember, children listen to this podcast.
No,
so this is a primary school, by the way.
Okay, all right, carry on.
No, because are you talking about me and my sister? When we,
Yeah.
okay. So me and my sister, obviously, she's a year older than me. And throughout our schooling, because a lot of the time I couldn't, again, I was ESL, so I was like by myself a lot. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I didn't, because I couldn't understand them
My
properly.
spirit animal.
I was, I preferred to be alone a lot, but I never thought to go to my sister and hang out with her. And then we had this conversation a few years ago. And she goes, I used to do the same thing. I'm like, we went to the same school. How did we not
So-
hang out? So
They were both sitting there at lunchtime by
by
themselves.
ourselves.
Separately.
You separately. You go, I got no friends.
Yeah. Like the biggest loners.
And they could just hang out
ourselves.
together.
Yeah.
That is such a common thing. I love it.
But yeah, for ages that happened. And I'm like, how did we not think to hang out? That's so weird. But I think when I went to high school, that all changed. Because then at high school, we had, I went to one in Liverpool, and again, Catholic, but it was very multicultural. So we had a group of like Asians, we had a group of multicultural, we had a group of like Latinas and stuff,
Yep.
and then the Aussie girls, or the popular girls. And so I hung around the Asians a lot, but I also, I kind of went to like the multicultural group as well. But I didn't like hanging out the Latinas because I felt like they were born and raised in Australia, but they were very like, oh, you know, my background, this. Do you know what I mean? Like it was a lot of that. And not all of them. It was only a few of them that were very like that. And I was like, oh. And so then they all thought that we were all bitchy because of that. And so then that's why I used to hang around the Asians in the multicultural group because, yeah, it wasn't like that at all then.
Would they be talking and then go, yeah, so I was over there and my pelo got in my face. You know, like, you know those ones where they'll just drop a Spanish word that's just randomly in the conversation. It's like, why can't you just say hair?
Did you eat fake eggs, bitch?
You don't know.
You don't know.
You don't know.
Okay.
And I love that because it suits her so well. That's why I want to get a photo. She's got the world's Carmen right now. It's the world's biggest hoop earrings on. And the headphones over the top of it. The best.
You don't know.
You don't know me.
So your other high school how was that? Was that the same? So you said you went to 2 high schools.
No, so 11 and 12, I went to Freeman, and again, it was like different groups, but the Latinos, they were like a lot better. Like I used to hang around the Latinos on that one, and the guys were like typical soccer, like in your salsa, like your cumbia, all that kind of stuff, and yeah, they were very like different, very chilled, and we were like very easygoing, and it wasn't just because they were Latinos that hang around each other, like we would hang around everyone else as well, so it was a lot better.
So it's like we were saying with Juanito's episode, when we went to school, Seb, you said it was very similar. It was like little factions happening.
High school especially.
Yeah, so there was little groups and stuff like that. That was similar to you in your school, right?
Yeah, but I went to all-girls school from 7 to 10. So I think that's why the girls were like that, like trying to prove something. Because we had the boys' school right next to us. And at lunchtime, we were able to mix. So they'll be like putting their lipsticks on, you know, fixing their hair and stuff.
So did you chuck on the big hoops and and go and
I was
flick
not,
your hair at Doug?
No.
Is that how you met?
No, we met after school.
Ah.
Yeah.
Well.
All right, so what is your favourite thing about Australia, or the thing you like the most about living here?
I think it's I think after going to El Salvador, it's how easy it is. Like how we, like as a mum, I think is how we can provide for our kids. Like, and we don't have to worry about all that kind of stuff. Even though El Salvador's getting better, like we never really had to worry about that. Like our biggest worry was like, oh, okay, I'm not working because I'm at home, but Doug's bringing in the money, so we've got food for them. Like that was our biggest worry. And I think the opportunities as well that our kids will have are greater here than what they would have been in El Salvador as well. Like it's, yeah, that's just that dynamic I think is what I like. And the different cultures in that as well. Like it's nice.
Yeah, it's a good mix here. You get to learn a lot from different people, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I love it. What's like what's your favorite like Aussie thing? Like something that's just Australian, you just think, you just think, I'm in the best country ever. Besides the fact that your kids don't have to worry and all that.
That's a hard question. Hey, I've never really thought of it. Because it's always just been like...
Uber.
No, but I've always just like... It's normal to me. Like I can't even... I don't know. Like I'd have to come back.
Yeah, no, I don't know. There you go. Right there.
Oh, the saying.
Yeah, nah.
Yeah, nah.
See? It's there. Yeah, no, I don't know. Love it. Even in ESL, you learnt it.
You know what? That's actually funny you say that because I had an American teacher come up to me or work at where I work and whenever I'd say like, oh, yeah, no, it's not, she'd get really confused. And she'd be like, which one? Like, yes or no? And I'm like, no, yes. Like,
yeah,
no, it's not. And she'd be like,
yeah.
yeah, or when I say no worries, and she's like, "Oh, that's cool." If you're not worried, I'm like, "No,
no worries."
Just the saying, yeah.
You're not worried.
Yeah,
they're too fucking literal, eh?
They are. Yeah, so that would be it.
Before we started recording, sorry, it just flicked at me now. I was trying to find something for the podcast, but you had a story.
So when we were younger, my mum was on the phone, and where we lived was like. Housing commission, right? It's those houses that like all the rooms are on one side, but they got the biggest hallway. Anyway, so she's in her living room and she's sitting on the couch, and then obviously the couch was facing where the hallway is, and she's on the phone, and me and my brother and my sisters were like making all this noise, whatever. We weren't little. We were like, I would say later primary. Anyway, we're just being little creeps, like annoying her, whatever. And then she goes, she's on the phone and she goes, oh, really politely to whoever she's talking to, oh, just one moment, like in Spanish, like un momento. As soon as we heard that, we're like, crap. We went bolting down the hallway, right? Like so fast. My brother was first, my sister next. And I'm like, oh, where do I go? And they went to a room each. They managed to get to a room. She threw I was going to say it again in Spanish. Her high heel. She threw her high. She didn't even have a thong. She threw her high heel.
She didn't even throw the chunkler.
No, it was a high heel.
She went the foot boomerang.
Yeah. She had such a good aim. She threw it. They managed to get into a room. I was too slow. Hit me right on the back of my head, and I fell. And then all you hear is my brother and my sister laughing. Like, ha, 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 she got you. And then my mum gets back on the phone anyway, like, and keeps talking like nothing. Anyway, now it's funny. Yeah. And then when we bring it up, she denies it. She's like, I never did that. As they always do.
Oh, man. My parents.
Yeah.
You've seen your parents spoil the crap out of the kids.
Oh, yeah.
And you're like, I couldn't get away with that.
Yeah.
And my mum's like, oh, you act like we used to belt you. I'm like, because you did. You act like we used to flog you because you did.
Yeah. Your parents deny it?
All the time.
100%. Yeah.
No, I didn't do
Look
that.
at the scar on my fucking head. Where did I get that? Where do you think I got it?
They still do not. Treat your kids, your nieces like angels.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, they can do no wrong.
No.
But do you sit there sometimes and go, fuck, I
I
couldn't get
walk
away
out of
with
the
that.
room. I'm like, fuck this. It's not worth it. It's not worth me getting angry over.
Texters on the TV. Oh, they're so cute. They're just
They're
drawing.
fucking driving on they're drawing all over the driveway, drawing on mum's mirror. I'm like, oh, what the fuck did you do? She's like, Nana said we can.
This is bullshit.
I always remember that when we were out, and like always with my mum, obviously, she'd be like, "Wait till I get home. Wait till we get home."
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh shit!"
I better be good.
Right? And sometimes, man. Okay, so where I lived in. Well, I told you last time I lived in La Cruz area. So it was all flats. Anyway, so my mum would go, just wait till we get home. Wait till we get home, right? And every time she said that, she'd floor it. Like she'd be speeding home, as if she's ready. She's pumped. She's ready to go. She's gonna smack the crap out of us.
Teeing herself up in the car.
Yeah, 100%.
Eye of the tiger. On.
Me and my sister in the back.
Dog is gonna get bashed today.
We were like the whole time. She was like flooring at me and my sister were looking at each other like, "Oh man, we get it." And anyway, in those, I was a bit old. I was already in year 3, year 4, so I was a bit older. She'd be flooring it so much, right? Especially in that area. She'd go over the speed hubs. We'd go up and I hit my head on the roof. And I'm still small. I'm not a big or anything. She was going so fast, man.
Airborne.
That's funny.
That was enough punishment there. But yeah, so it was that word, like, just wait till we get home.
Okay, so talking about beating kids, let's talk about Mother's Day.
Best thing about Mother's Day, beat your kids.
That's it. That's the question. What does Mother's Day mean to you?
It's apparently when I was little, when my parents would ask me, "What do you want to be when you grow up?" I used to be like, "A mom." So I had obviously no other aspirations, no goals, no nothing. I just wanted to be a mom.
Come on, man. I reckon it's one of the hardest jobs in the world. Raising kids is not freaking easy. It's rewarding, but it's not easy.
Yeah, no, it's challenging in its own way, but I think like talking about our parents and how they used to treat us, I was always like, I'm never gonna do that to my kids, this and that, blah, blah. No way, I'm never gonna smack them, and then they'll like piss me off, and I'd be like, oh. But the thing with me, right, and I know you're gonna laugh because you'll tease me about this, but whenever Jose or Gabby would do something and I'd go to smack them, they wouldn't feel it. Like they would, and that's not. I'm not even joking you. Like it's like I'd get so ask Doug. Like I'd get so angry, right? And I'd be like one of those months, like tell them off and go to grab them, and I go to smack the butt, and then Jose would literally be like preparing himself, probably squeezing his bum cheeks and everything, and then he'd be like, oh. Like nothing.
Like a little fly.
Yeah.
Can
Like
I
go to
ask-
your room.
So we're talking about Mother's Day, right? Can I ask, do you guys remember the last time your mum smacked you and it didn't hurt at all?
No.
I do. Sorry.
No, they always hurt.
No, I remember.
They always hurt,
No,
even
I
now.
don't. No, because mum
Even fucking now.
Mum
it
from a
hurts.
young age stopped smacking me because she said it hurt her hand, and then would hit me with like the wooden spoon or her wooden spoon. I said shit. It's the first time I swore in front of Mum. She chased me through the house, hit me with a wooden spoon. It broke, and then she hit me with a thong because I broke her new wooden spoon.
How dare you be so strong?
Basically, yeah. Sorry, Doug, go on.
Yeah,
First
no, I
time,
do.
yeah.
I remember, like, I did something. I was obviously being a little shit.
Mm.
Actually, I wasn't even little. I think I was already taller than her
At
at
19.
that point. That was yesterday. No. And yeah, I did something. I can't remember what it was. And she had the belt, and then she grabbed me, and then she, like, as I was walking past, and she just, obviously smacked me and everything.
Mm.
Pretty much the same as what Jose did. I was just like, I'm ready, and I'm like,
Okay.
oh, and I just kept walking. I'm like, what the heck? That was nothing.
Yeah, but you were
Didn't
older.
hurt.
Jose was
Mm.
like 5 or 6, I think.
Look,
He was-
Well, probably.
I think I know one of my first memories of meeting Carmen. Actually, I've got two, right? So, and
The
it's
door?
the nickname.
The door?
The door.
The
No.
grip on the
Yeah.
door?
Yeah. So it's where the nickname came because she's really good at anyone who watches Seinfeld at the Elaine dance. She actually does it brilliantly, like almost to a T. And also, her hand grip. I remember they go, like, oh, you got to squeeze Seb's hand. This is like the 3rd or 4th time we'd hung out. And I'm like, what? And I thought it was one of those things where people go, oh, like I think, oh, surely it can't be that hard of a squeeze, but then it would really hurt. So I was actually bracing for it to hurt. And she literally grabbed my hand with both hers. Full did that, like, like angry, I'm going to squeeze you, like use all my strength. And it literally felt like a baby grabbing your pinky. So I came up with a name. It was a bit after that. I came up with Carlene Holtgrip.
Yeah.
Carlene Holtgrip.
It's when we went away to Port Stevens the first time,
Yeah.
and we got her to open the door, and she couldn't open it.
Wait, what door?
What, the sliding door?
sliding
door.
The tracks were all screwed. and then Xavier, who was like 3, just goes, beep. Oh, man.
It's all the fake eggs. You
It
can
is
have
all the
real
fake
eggs,
eggs.
real
You
eggs,
need to
and
eat
real milk.
eggs.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
it's
real
know.
iron. Well, iron, I mean, it's
I
calcium.
blamed
but
her
anyway.
still.
Fake eggs.
They gave me too many fake eggs.
Oh, gold.
No, but being a mum is like it's got so many, like, I don't know, like, and the kids have learned how I am growing up and me being around them, like, and all my little, like, things that I do that I didn't even realize I get from my own mum. Like, you know how, like, Spanish people, and I think Philos do the same thing. They talk with, like, sounds and stuff like that. Or and I'll be like, oh, I need you to go grab me the zzz, like,
Yes.
I talk like that, and the kids actually understand me. Like, they understand me. Or like the tika tika, like, things like that.
She's so Latin. I love it.
Or like-
cosa esa?
Yeah, and like to the point that I'd speak like in Spanish to the kids, and then they'll know what like a manta is, which is like a tea towel,
Oh.
and they'll go to like a childcare or whatever, like school, and they'll be like
yeah.
saying that word, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I should really, speak more English, and then I'll be like, pass me the tea towel, and Jose goes to me, what's that? I'm like, la manta, pass me la manta. Things like that, or I point with my chin.
Oh, you do.
Point and lips.
Yeah, with my chin and my lips. And they're like, where? We don't know where you're pointing.
Look lefter.
And stuff like that, I didn't even realize I do. Like,
Growing up, I think I might have touched on it, but in Chilean, you'd say, well, my parents would say, Seb, anda recoger la mesa, which means go and clear the dishes, go and clear the table. So that's
What?
how you say it in Chilean.
Yeah.
Recoger la mesa, which doesn't make sense to you guys, right?
And you translate it.
But
Pick up
when
the
you, so my mum would be like,
Where do you
go on, go, like, so in English, if I had people over, she'd be like, can you pick it up the table? Pick it up the table. Right? So then I remember they said it to me. So I had a mate over. I still remember it. Tim out there. Hopefully you're listening, brother.
Fuck you, Tim.
Yeah. Yeah, he's probably not listening.
Tim and Baz.
Fuck off, Baz. Oh,
He's a
you gronk.
is that Rich Baz?
Yeah. Come and listen. And then said, I walk into the room and I'm like, he's like, I think we were going to play PS or something, on Xbox. I don't know, we're going to play maybe Halo. And he's like, you're gonna? I'm like, yeah, I just got to go pick up the table. And he goes, what do you mean? I'm like, I just got to go pick up the table. He goes, do you need help? Like, oh yeah, if you don't mind, yeah. So he walks out there, he goes over, and I start clearing the dishes. So he does the same thing, right? We clear the table, we clear everything, put it all away, whatever. I'm like, all right, and he goes, don't we need to pick up the table? I go, no, we just did it. He goes, what the I'm like, we just did it. He goes, do you mean clear the dishes? I'm like, yeah. Pick up the he goes, what the fuck? Anyway, I was like 15, 16, dead set.
That's so funny. My brother did that actually when he was little. And he apparently read a story and he goes, my mum's embarrassed. When my mum was pregnant with my younger sister. And they're like, what do you mean she's embarrassed? Like, she's having a baby, she's embarrassed. And the teachers were so confused. They're like, it's embarazada, right? Like, they were like, oh, what the? And then when I asked my mum, she goes, oh, no. She had to explain it. You know?
Oh, that's brilliant.
Yeah, let's stop.
Are you pausing? Back from our little break.
Yeah.
So, sorry.
I didn't get one.
Oh, I got to hear. So, while we're having a little short break there, Carmen, you were talking about this magical, mythical thing that
And obviously,
that us Latinos use.
yeah.
When, someone loses a limb or gets bitten by a brown snake. What happens? What do the Latin people do?
Growing up, we always had this thing, and I'm sure as soon as I mention it, everyone's going to know, but it's the whole like sana sana. So it doesn't matter what happens to you, right? You could get like a cut on your finger, you could like break a bone, you could, the whole sana sana, and I'll say it in Spanish first and then translate. So sana sana, culita de rana, 5 besitos para tu hermana o hermano. I've changed it.
Yeah.
So like with my kids, like at home and like where I work, like I'll say like the same thing to them, regardless of what nationality they are. So I'll be like, and it's there. It's there.
Please tell me you say it in Spanish.
I do say it in Spanish.
Okay, good.
So they go home and they're like talking in Spanish, but they don't obviously know the words. They'll be like sana sana. They know sana sana. They'll be like sana sana taka taka laka laka taka laka, and they make up their own words, right? And the parents will come and like they'll message me and be like, oh, they're coming home saying sana sana something, and then I have to explain it, and they laugh. Like they don't mind. But anyway, so it's in English. It's there, frog's tail, 5 kisses for like your brother or sister, and for some
Frog's
reason, yeah,
It's not frog's tail.
Frog
It's frog's ass.
no, it's frog's tail,
No, it's
and then
not.
like the nice
no, you
version
say
of it.
colita.
Colita,
Yeah.
Which is the tail.
Yeah.
is a
Yeah. Okay.
tail.
My version. I'm gonna have backup on this. I've got a different. Chileans is a different version. Sana sana. Ah shit. Sana sana culito de rana. Si no sana hoy, sanará mañana.
Ah, okay, yeah.
Or sana sana potito de.
What? Oh, yeah. I forgot. Sorry, yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah, okay.
it literally is like it's heal frog's ass. If it doesn't heal today, it'll heal tomorrow.
Well, see, we say colita to me is like a tail.
No, we say yeah.
Okay, well, maybe because I've been
Maybe it's
translating it for so long,
culito.
Tiki.
Culito. Yeah,
Maybe it's
culito.
culito.
Yeah, culito.
Oh, I say colita.
Yeah, that's culito or
Okay.
potito.
Something we have to check with our mums.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah.
We're saying it wrong the whole time. No. But anyway, they love it. And for some reason, I think because it makes them smile or they make them laugh. Like they don't even think about being hurt anymore.
So it's either that or put Vicks on it.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, yes.
both,
Vicks.
man. You do
They
both.
do both.
You rub the
Vicks.
Vicks
You're
on
rubbing
as
the
you
Vicks
say.
on it as it's
So
happening.
you
That's
go-
right.
you go,
Yeah.
oh, I got pink eye. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hang on. You guys do a thing, which is we do it. We've adopted it at our place, Lids and I, to the kids. The pobrecito. What is it? Can you do the whole thing?
Don't start. Don't fucking start.
who-
Please. Because she always does it to me.
Yeah. Because you're a little bitch.
Oh, that's from what
Yeah.
my dad does.
Your dad. There you go.
Okay.
Please, Doug, go.
Yeah.
So his dad,
Get-
his dad goes to our kids a lot. Like when something happens, he'd be like, "Oh, pobrecitos, cositos, bonitos," and he like emphasizes, right? So every time something
She full
happens,
does it so well.
anything happens, like when
Yeah. He'll be
he
like, oh, no.
yeah,
no,
Menaños. And the thing is, when he does it, he grabs my kids and he's like, Menaños, and he'll hug them and he'll like comfort them. And when they were little, they loved it. Now they just like roll their eyes. But whenever someone does that in a group, like I'll do that.
Yeah, she does it all the time. And yeah, you cop it the
Yeah,
most.
it's
Eh?
a-
Look, he's full rolling his eyes.
why I do it.
We need a live cam. He's full rolling his eyes.
Yeah, it's because he's the youngest.
He's the baby. Oh, he's
Yeah.
the bitch of the group.
No.
Yeah.
It's everything I say. I'm not even bitching.
Oh, pobrecitos.
Case in point.
Yeah, so we don't know what you say on after the pobrecito. So Liz and I just go, oh, pobrecito, meh.
No, I say cositos. Like
Oh, there you go.
cositos is like in. How would you? Do you guys use that?
What,
No?
things? Thingies?
Yeah, it's like
Things.
things, but it's like an endearing, like cositos, bonitos, like
Yeah.
pretty,
Like my
beautiful.
things, my-
like yeah,
my-
come like kind of like column, eh? Like cositos, like
Yeah,
it's
but
my thing, you know.
My
like,
precious.
my
Your
precious. That's it.
I
Yeah,
call
that's
them
it.
precious.
But it's like an endearing way of saying.
because
it.
you guys, like Salvi say bichos,
Yeah.
which for Chileans, that's a bug.
Oh really?
That's a
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I get that all the time too.
Yeah,
Like
that's a bug.
pichito.
Yeah, that's a little bug.
Oh.
Yeah,
okay.
and then we say like, well, my parents anyway, they've always gone chanchitos, like for
Little
what
piggies.
you would say,
Pig.
yeah. And so, literally, my daughter on the long weekend, she's like, "So hang on, you've been calling us bugs and little pigs?" she's 8.
Then my daughter goes when my mother-in-law was like, Pichita, vení para aquí. Like,
Yeah.
what did she say? She's like, looks at her and she goes, what did you call me? Because she didn't know Spanish back when she was little. She didn't know Spanish. She's
Yeah.
like, Pichita. And she's like, Tita called me Pichita. She called me bitch. Like, to her, my mother-in-law was swearing at her. But she's like, no, it's not. It's like endearing. And we had to say like the whole, because they do that. Like my, your cousin calls his son Mono, like
Yeah.
monkey.
Mm.
It's like, vení para acá, mono. Like, you know, like,
Yeah.
but it's like,
Yeah.
he say to someone, come over here, monkey. Like,
Yeah.
it sounds so
Oh,
like,
Jesus.
yeah, it sounds weird, but yeah, very
It's the
common.
little
It's like what I told you what my mum calls me.
Sapo.
Yeah.
I'm like, I love that.
That's my name on her phone.
What does that mean to you? for you
Frog.
guys?
Frog.
Frog.
Rana.
That's that, but also it's a slang for big mouth / yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah. Big mouth /
Maybe that's
like,
what she got.
we'll like, you know, we'll throw you in the shit to get themselves out of it. So pretty much, yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's you.
Fair enough. I didn't know that.
Right.
At all.
Well, again, from what my parents have used, but
Yeah.
Okay. Fair enough. All right. We're moving on from that.
Moving on.
Moving on from that.
slight detour.
Let's give Carmen a little bit of a quiz.
We've got a new game. Okay, so cleaning up our little podcast space, I found my little Dinkum dictionary. All right, so
Dinkum.
this is the game.
Mm.
You're going to give me a letter.
Mm.
I want to look up that letter. What do we say? A number from 1 to 20. I'll pick a word, and you're going to tell me what that word means.
Okay.
So pick a letter.
F.
F. All right, give me a number.
5. Always 5.
5.
All right, okay. Freckle.
The stuff on
Oh.
your face.
No,
What about
it's
it?
dirty.
The Aussie version of
Aussie,
freckle.
Aussie
What does
version.
the Aussie version
Freckle.
of freckle mean?
Oh.
Oh.
I know what this is.
I think
I
I
don't
know.
As a
have
clue,
no
it's a body
idea.
part.
Oh.
And we were just talking about it.
The butt.
Yeah,
butthole.
but more specific.
Oh, ew, really?
The anus.
Oh.
Hey, man, you chose it, not me.
Probably the anus.
Anus.
Yeah.
Freckle.
That's a freckle.
It's a freckle.
Ew.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, these are good.
Okay, another one.
Yeah.
No, you only get one.
Oh.
Too. All right, no. Let's not be greedy. All right, tell me when to stop.
Stop.
Okay, tell me when to stop.
Stop.
Oh, look at that.
Honey pot.
Is it dirty?
Yeah.
Oh, ew.
I was thinking of something else. That's dirty.
A
but-
woman's honey pot.
Oh,
Oh, I don't know. I don't want to guess. What is it?
Oh, man.
What do you think it is? What do you A woman's honey pot.
Like
This is-
her vagina.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, what the heck?
Oh, come
Hey,
on.
man,
man.
hey.
Carmen, you're disgusting.
Okay, one more,
That's a
one
proper
more.
word. Okay.
One more.
All right, hooch. This is easy, hooch.
Oh, huge.
Hooch.
Put it in a sentence. Can you put it in a sentence?
I'm drinking a lot of hooch right now.
Oh, alcohol.
Yay!
Oh.
So now we'll go to food. What's your favorite Aussie food? Well, I'll give you. Do you want me to give you a list or something? Or
Yeah, better.
so if we go standard meat pie,
Sausage roll.
sausage roll. What's it?
Pavlova, Leamingtons.
Pavlova, Lamingtons, fairy bread,
Sausage, snag, sizzle.
Cheese
Oh,
and
fairy
macaroni.
bread. Fairy bread.
Vegemite bread.
No, not. Oh, actually, Vegemite's not bad. If you put like toast the bread and then put butter and then like little like an ant walking on the You get what I mean? Like you put like little ant feet. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
A pube of Vegemite, you mean?
No, it's like little scrapes of Vegemite on a toast while the butter's like. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
So optimal breakfast:
Yeah.
fake eggs,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
and ant spread
And-
on toast.
You can tell she grew up poor.
The plain style. Staples.
So if we gave you the choice of a meat pie and a sausage roll, which one would you choose?
Oh, meat pie for sure.
Ah, man, I'm
I think you're all
alone
by
on
yourself, man.
I'm alone on the sausage roll.
Nah.
Yeah.
And then the classic question: how do you eat it?
Yeah.
What's your
But
I
I want you to like step by
Procedure.
step walk us through.
So
Yeah.
I take the top bit off, and then I put sauce, and then I grab my fork and I eat it, and then I eat the rest on its own.
Okay. We talking
Beef meat pie.
beef? Yeah. Like, do you have a?
chicken. Do you have a
Just
preference?
the beef. I like the Angus. Is it Angus beef?
Like a
Yeah.
steak pie.
Yeah.
That
But
was
if you go say like when we went to Ken's Humble, did you put sauce on it and eat it the same way, or is it just
No.
you just ate that as is?
no, I ate it.
Yeah. So a traditional meat pie, you take the top and you put sauce
Inside.
inside,
yeah,
scoop it out,
That's
And
what
then-
I do.
and then
And
eat
then
the rest.
the pastry and the top by itself.
that's a lot of
Yeah.
people
Oh,
do that.
okay.
I watched people do that. I watched my brother-in-law do that on Monday. Like
Oh, yeah.
eat the top bit and then put a bit of sauce on the meat, and I just
Yeah.
No.
yeah. Yeah, you talked about that earlier.
I
Just make
understood
noises. You understood that?
Yeah, I did. Speaking my language.
Awesome. All right. Do you guys have any Aussie sayings to share? Anything that you can think of?
It's not like a funny one, but I said it a lot over the weekend. I always get the shit end of the stick.
Shit end of the stick.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Yeah, that's
Like the
good.
crappy.
Like the crappy end, yeah, shit,
Yeah.
the shit end of the stick. Yeah.
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 Always get rorted. Or that one, that word rorted.
Oh,
That's
a good
in
one.
itself. It's
Yeah,
Aussie.
that's a good one. Rorted.
But same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't have one to say.
Mate, yeah, you know, I didn't.
My homework is bad.
Carmen, what's your favourite Aussie saying?
I had never heard this, but we went shopping with Renee actually, and we were like talking,
Mm.
walking around. And as we're in the shop, we're there for ages. We're like literally doing laps in the place and chatting. So when I finally got something and I went to pay, he goes, "Oh, nothing like a good old chin wag." And I was like, I was like, what the heck?
I love that saying.
And
Yeah.
for a second, I was like, what is he talking about? I had no idea. And then he clicked. I'm like, oh, chin wag. Like, because we were chatting so much. I'm like, are you insulting us? Or are you like,
So ESL.
yeah.
Chin
I
wag.
had to picture it.
Break it down. Just break it down.
yeah.
Oh, that's good.
But
Chin
yeah,
wag.
that was
I haven't
good.
heard that in a while, Chinwag.
Mm.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks again, babe, for coming on. First episode of the series of Amigas Down Under
Mm.
for the month of
Ooh.
May
Mm.
and celebrating Mother's Day this whole month, pretty much.
Make sure you give us a like, listen, follow on our Instagram page, Amigas Down Under podcast. First person to message us fake eggs gets a free calendar. So
Did the Sixth Sense. You had us sitting there right to the
That's
end.
it.
Oh, he was a ghost the whole time. Bang. I like it. Well done.
Yeah, awesome. Well, thanks, guys. It was good.
It was good. Thank you.
It's,
Thanks, Carmen. Appreciate
Yeah,
it.
thank
you.
you. Thanks, babe.
Bye.
Appreciate it. All right. Catch you later.
Bye.
Bye.